Today we're going to go over our Armadillo top. We've been taking this through the paces. We've had a few different setups with it, rooftop tent, storage boxes on top, different types of shelf setup, and different things that we've mounted inside. So we're going to go over and do a little bit of a walkthrough and also some comments of what we've enjoyed about the top overall in our adventures. One of our favorite things about the top is the side gull wing doors. So you have lockable locks and latches. One, you can mount some gas cans on the side that we figured out how to get that going, but gull wing. So the standard OEM top, not really much usage for that side area. Now we're able to gracefully pull out our, our hoses. So we have like our air up tools, all that stuff in our roam little bag here. We have some extra stuff that we need, you know, if we need to patch a hole. We have our propane, so we can mount that in here. It's nice tucked away and held on a power tank mount. That thing's been holding strong. So we've been enjoying that just because of access. That's one of the biggest things for us, is just a lot of lost space here, and this really optimizes that. And then on this side, at least, we got a full can of gas here, 4 gallon, right under our awning. Some tight tolerances right there, but it holds up. We have quite a bit of a mess of stuff, but at least for the most part, we have all of our charging gear in the Armadillo side MOLLE panel. We have our WeBoost mounted here, a lot of our Victron setups. We got our DC to DC and our smart charger for solar right over here. So nice little tucked it away. Little trick that we do for, we stuff like pillows on top, like some Hess pillows in here when we have a lot of our batteries charging throughout the trails. So at least another area for us to optimize all of our gear. So right on the rear here, squeaky squeaky, we've had a lot of dust on the trip, but at least right now we're not running an exterior MOLLE panel. We just like the clean glass, and overall when we have a lot of dirt and mud, sometimes the MOLLE panel can hold some mud, but if you want to hold like some extra gear on the outside, you can. On the inside, we've mounted a KC Cyclone inside here, and a very important thing, fire extinguisher. We run the H3R fire extinguisher just mounted inside the MOLLE panel. Super great spot just to grab and go. Whenever we're out here in the back, just at camp setting up, we have at least the light here, which is really nice. So just another place to mount things. Now the favorite part of the Armadillo setup as a whole is like, they don't just do the top, they do a shelf, they do side MOLLE panel. You could do it a few different ways. What we did that was unique, or I guess special, we flipped their standard shelf upside down. We flipped it upside down. We flipped the logos right side up. But we've been able to mount quite a few different gear. So at least, as you can see, we have the Dometic Go jug mounted on a Belfab mount here, super solid. We have our Pro Eagle 1.5 jack mounted on the back here. Armadillo makes some really good clips, square clips that secure everything in place. We have our inverter, so everything's held really well when we're sending it through the warps. So another thing why we chose to go with the Armadillo top was because of all the dynamic weight that we hold up on top of the rig. So we've done the rooftop tent, so around like a 180-pound rooftop tent, and then now we're running a different type of setup with some boxes. Having at least a super strong weight and running something like this with the roof that can hold up a lot of static and dynamic weight has been one, it just feels a lot more solid. It's a lot quieter through all the rough, but right now, we have this setup where we're running a 100-watt solar panel, Sunflare solar panel, max tracks, and 2 roam boxes on the top, and that's been like our sweet spot. The rooftop tent handled well, but at least when we want to run it hard, like with what you guys seen up online, just having a lot less weight up top has been a lot better. So some other features that I really like is the options for mounting. So we have L-track that we can mount on each of the sides. So if you have cargo or stuff, like if you didn't have a roof rack, you could still put some L-track mounts and strap a kayak or, you know, something on top like that, a Christmas tree during the holidays. Some other options that you can do is with all the integrated mounts, like you could use the Armadillo adapter mount to put like a trail racks or a CBI or any other any generic rack on top. I know at least Armadillo makes their own rack, but there's a lot of options that you could choose to get yourself going and adventuring. So another portion that we do appreciate is still having roof panels that you could pop off and enjoy, like the convertible feel. It's a one-piece unibody design with the roof panel, so I do like how they have these clips where you can adjust the tension over time. So as things start to mold in and as you start to run it, you know, you can adjust the clip tension on there. That's been super handy. This thing feels solid in the wind, in the rain. It's just been a great upgrade for us. Also, something that I've noticed is that in going in like other Broncos with the OEM tops is that this thing is so much quieter. And I'm not exaggerating that. Like when you go in and you got to ride in one of these where you can feel and hear a dramatic difference being in a rooftop like this, or like an Armadillo top versus like an OEM. Just the attention to detail where you could do different designs and really deaden the sound of the road noise. It's been a nice experience. Another quick thing to note is like you can still run like a center upper mount MOLLE panel, like with a DV8 MOLLE or some other product, where it still will work with a Raptor. It works actually great where you still have a lot of room and you could still figure out some way to patch. We use some like 3M vinyl. Sometimes with like the intense heat, some of them will fall off, or like a lot of the heavy off-roading. So we're still trying to figure out the perfect solution to keep all of our patches up. But overall, no complaints. It's been a really rad top. So one last thing to take note of is we have a standard black powder coat color, but you can go any color. On their site, you can choose any color. You could do a paint match. You could go crazy with this. We will be offering this at Rad Supply Co. Little plug there for you. But reach out to us. We are a certified installer, so we'll be helping out some people in the SoCal area if you guys need any help with that. But overall, we've been running this thing now for 2 years. It's been holding strong, handles all the abuse that we throw at it. So great engineering job to them. Major props. Y'all really blew it out of the water. It's been great. We're looking forward to some future stuff with what they'll do. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope y'all roam, adventure, discover, and we'll see you next time.